All right, everybody, Back to the Future. The old but classic intro. I love it on a Friday morning at the end of May during a bull run. MrFOMO, AZcrypto here. Please hit that like, that subscribe, bell notification. Super chats are available. The store also available. Uh, if you want to support the show any way you can, even just by liking and sharing and subscribing, we would greatly appreciate it. All right, MrFOMO, a lot is going on here. Exciting news coming for the channel, which we'll get to later. But uh, Bitcoin's taken a bit of a dip over the past 3 days. For me, I'm okay. We're still over 100K easily. Nice base here for the next 5 months. But we've got a lot to talk about. And today is a big day because $5 billion that was originally in crypto might be coming back. Maybe not all of it. But if you are an FTX creditor, you are finally getting paid back in stable coins. Took a long time, but you're able to get access today. And the question is, how much of that is going back into the market?
That is the big question. Are these people scared away from crypto now, or are they still the degen gamblers that they were when they signed up for FTX? We're going to find out. And hopefully that money goes into altcoins, and we see a little bit of a boost in our alts. But 5 billion spread out over 11 million coins or 12 million coins probably isn't going to do that much.
A bit of a conspiracy theory here. It looks nicer to come in at 105 than it does all-time highs pushing 112. And you've got things dropping. We'll see. I don't think all of it's coming in, but I think a decent amount will go into the space. I can't tell you it's 50%, 60, 70, but I think some of these people have been waiting, and this is a lot of money, no matter how much you slice it. And it's not going to be zero, I'll tell you that. Percent coming back in. There'll be some funds coming back in, and there are some discounts. And there's one old traditional token that we're going to talk about today that I think is flying under the radar that is making a lot of news. And when and if this space actually starts running based on utility, this will be one of the leaders. And this is one, honestly, I don't have a lot of exposure to that I might be looking to get into myself over the next few days. And that is one of the old classics, MrFOMO, and that's Avalanche. Now, stuff like this is where the space could earn legitimacy. Okay, so we're going to go to New Jersey here, Bergen County. They're going to tokenize over 240 billion in property deeds on the Avalanche blockchain. This is a 5-year project that'll digitalize 370,000 property deeds across New Jersey, most populated county. Now, we've reported on things like this in the past and they haven't gone through. The more I read about this seems legitimate. And then 4 years ago, if this would have happened, you'd have seen Avalanche go up 2x in one day, right? And that's not happening today. But this is where real value, are you listening to me, Cardano, happens. This is where the real world and the crypto world kind of start meeting slowly for the first time. And now you're seeing something that actually has value if this continues. But this might be a breakthrough case in the space.
Yeah, I really think so. I hope they get it done faster than 5 years, because that's a long time. But I guess 370,000 property deeds takes a while to digitize. But I think this is a step in the right direction. This is the kind of stuff you want to see with blockchain. We've talked before about the use cases for blockchain and how cryptocurrency is just a small fraction of what you can do with blockchain. And so seeing this, especially with real estate, this makes me happy. This is bullish to me.
So Avalanche, to me, if you believe, big if, there will be an alt season, and I do think there will be an alt season. But guys, it's not going to be like 2028 or 2014. I know that's not what you want to hear, and that's not what other channels will tell you. I see on X, biggest alt season ever, biggest bull run ever. Just not true. There are too many tokens. Unless you study the space 24/7 and that's all you do and that's your full-time job, you don't even know what all these tokens are. They're popping up every single day. Some
And
people are trying.
almost like
Go ahead.
it's almost like the governments of the world that print their own money. The crypto space has become what your government is, printing new coins every day or minting new coins every day. And while that's happening, you're just gonna dilute the market even more and spread the money out. And we're still at a point where the users of crypto are the same as, what is it, the 1999 numbers for people using the internet. And so we're
Absolutely.
still very early, and it's very hard to spread that kind of money across 11, 12 million tokens. And so I don't see an alt season that is the best ever coming down the pipeline. I see one that's probably the worst and most diluted ever coming down the pipeline. And that's frustrating. But until we realize that the mindset in crypto, or the idea behind crypto, was to stop this kind of money printing or this kind of market dilution, then we're still going to do it. And there's still going to be degen gamblers out there that are going to keep doing, they're going to keep creating these meme coins and keep watering down the market for us.
Okay, so here we go. This is interesting to me. You see, looking at this chart, if you think, and I do think at some point in the next 5 months, the avalanche will start going downhill here. And I mean that in a good way. That's the all-time chart. Hasn't really run in a long time. Okay. If people care about utility, and I think at some point they will, in during this space over the next 4.5 to 5 months, I do believe avalanche. I would be shocked if it didn't get to 50. I think 100, very realistic. But again, uh, this is a unique situation. I just think all the tariffs and economic uncertainty have kind of just halted the bull run, and we're having one, but it's in slow motion. And a couple days ago, for the first time, you saw ETH break out, but ETH is still under 4K, which it was during this bull run. During this bull run, at one point, ETH was 4K, and for it to go down to 1,700 about a month and a half ago, and now people are excited that's at 27, now down to 26 again. You see, but again, if we do have an alt season, you could get a 4x if you bought Avalanche today. Do your own research. I think it's very possible. Okay. Am I going to say it's going to happen for sure? No. But all the statistics are kind of there. The market cap is at 9 billion, but again, it's been much, much higher before. So this is one where I see could really do well. But again, there's so much crap in the space that's getting money that stuff like this, again, like I said before, let me show you the daily. All right. I'm going to pop open the daily. Nothing happened.
Right. And if you saw this kind of news on the regular market,
this is after the news.
Yeah. You would see this in the regular market, you would see a regular stock go through the roof. But that's the problem with our market, is that real news isn't exactly stirring the pot.
No. And so you get stuff like this. But hey, I really do believe October is kind of like the finish line. So that gives us now 5 months as we enter June. June, July, August, September, October. You've got a scary story before we leave our viewers today. So I'll take it away, Mr. FOMO.
Yeah, be careful who you tell and who you brag to about your crypto, because there's a guy in New York, an Italian crypto investor, who was kidnapped and tortured for 3 weeks. They tried to get his crypto from him, or his Bitcoin from him. Fortunately, he was able to get out of it. But be careful who you brag to and who you tell, and how wide a net you cast about your crypto, because there are people out there that are willing to perform that $5 wrench attack, or in this case, much more expensive and much more involved attack on someone But be very careful out there, especially now that Bitcoin's getting more notoriety. The more people find out, the more that it would be like, this is akin to bragging about what you have in your bank account. You just shouldn't
Not a
do
good
it.
idea. Yeah, not a good
Like,
idea.
we have a show about Bitcoin where we talk about Bitcoin, but you'll never hear us tell how much we have, right? Because that would be a scary thing to do, or a scary proposition. And for me, that wouldn't be that much. Nobody's going to come and get me.
I mean, but people were pretty jealous about when we do the shows and used to have the pool in the background. We did get some viewers that were, thinking that you were swimming in millions, and we had to explain
Oh,
to them.
wow.
It's,
Yeah, no.
if you don't know,
We
pools
happened
in
to buy
Florida
this
are more
house
common.
at the right time in the recession, so we got it at a good price.
Pools in Florida are more common than you think. Not everyone that has a pool is Scrooge McDuck or Michael Saylor. But listen, guys, we really appreciate all your support. Something's coming down the pipeline for the show. We're excited about it. We're going to be doing more regular shows. We really want to take this channel into all different aspects and make it entertaining for you guys. So if you could do us a huge favor, anyone at all that's not subscribed, please share the show. We would truly appreciate it. And as always, super chats and the store are open for Mr. FOMO's AZcrypto. You guys have a wonderful week.